Can you guys hear me? Good morning, good afternoon, good after whatever it is for you guys. Hello. Hi, Andy. Hi, Bananakin and Totes. Hello. Good deal. For some reason, my stream software is telling me that the connection is really bad, and yet I have YouTube running on my iPad over here as a stranger, and I'm getting reception just fine. So I don't really understand why it's telling me that it has bad reception. So who knows? Wisest of mothers. Hello, Jake. How are you? It's good to see you guys. We're doing Trespasser today, which I'm kind of excited about. I've been wanting to get to Trespasser for a while. I've only played Trespasser once. I feel like I should move my camera, so I'm looking at my camera more often and not looking away from my camera. Hang on a second. I'm going to move you over here. 1 second. Don't get motion sick. All right. This will be better. I can see you better. I can look at you and my chat, and I'm not looking away so much. Better? A little bit? That might be better. You can see my exciting room. Anyway, if you guys see any problems, then, oh, you're eating sushi, Jake? I don't eat raw fish because I've had too many problems with it over the years, but I do love me a California roll, a very, very California version of sushi. Hello, CJ. How are you? How is everyone? Oh, you've been off work all week. Hi, Jambo. Really looking forward to this. I'm homesick today with the kiddo. Oh, are you sick or the kiddo is sick or both? That's a bummer. I remember those days. I raised 4 kids. I totally know what that's like. Oh, I love California rolls. One of my favorite meals actually is to go out for white wine and California rolls. That's so Valley Girl sounding, isn't it? Hi, Shar. Oh, both of you. I hope it's just a minor flu or something like that. That's always a bummer, especially when you're not feeling well and you really can't just take care of yourself because you got a baby to take care of. That's a bummer. Well, aside from being sick, I hope you're having as good a week as is possible to have when you got a sick baby, because that's a bummer. That's a real bummer. You had sushi for lunch earlier. It was fake one, only has avocado in it. Well, that's about like eating California rolls. It's cooked crab, so it's not really sushi, is it? All right, let me switch over to. I don't see Crystal today, so hopefully she's okay. Not that she's required to be here, but she usually is. So hopefully she's just busy I think she's got house guests, so hopefully she's just busy. All right. Now, tell me if you can, there's only ambient noise in the background right now, but tell me if you can't hear anything. I keep getting this message from YouTube telling me they're not receiving enough bandwidth to have a good stream, and yet the stream looks fine to me on my stream. So it's very confusing. Yeah, okay. Okay, good. Well, good. So here we are, beginning of Trespasser. I think you remember last week we went around and kind of talked to our old compatriots. Haven't been into the building yet. Oh, and you know what else? I hope I did this for Crystal too. Look, I I put a cat cam in. Let me see. So if my cat, who's not in the room, of course, now, if my cat comes into the room, I have an Ava cam now, which I think is really funny. But she seems to split her time between me and my husband, who works downstairs. So she may not come up here at all. And with my luck, now that I put that there, she won't come up here. So she sleeps just like right there on the other side of I have a monitor right here, and she's just on the other side of it in a basket. I think she likes it because it's warm. Perfect. It looks fine to me too. So, oh, now it says excellent connection. Okay, whatever. Whatever, YouTube. Whatever. Well, so let's go into the palace. We're here to begin the exalted council, shall we? Well, I think I spent time with all my followers already. Did I not spend time with all my followers?
Of course.
I believe that I did. I talked to Varric. I talked to Sarah. I talked to Iron Bull. I talked to Josephine. I talked to Dorian. I talked to Vivienne.
Those Fereldans, always afraid to mingle.
All right, let's begin the Exalted Council. Hopefully Ava will join us in here in a little while. I'm still deciding, too, what I'm going to stream next. I think I'm going to go back to streaming 2 days a week because I really enjoy it. I'd kind of like to grow this part of what I'm doing just because I enjoy it. I was super, super stressed by it at first, but I like it. I did, yeah, Bananakin, I absolutely did. But I'm going to do a second game besides Trespasser because these Dragon Age games are good, but they're so long. I kind of would like to stream shorter games at maybe 10, 15 hours each. And I've got about 2 or 3 I'm thinking about at the moment. I've went to Wednesdays for streaming because I'm kind of thinking about doing streams Wednesdays and Sundays because I think a weekend stream might be nice. Maybe a slightly different time of day. I need to get the message crystal from Dorian? Who did I not talk to? Andy knows this game. My God, she's like a pro. You should be streaming this, Andy, because you know this game like backwards, forwards. Who have I not spoken to? I didn't go in yet, per your instruction. You need to get the message crystal from Dorian. What do you mean? Oh! Sorry, you said crystal and I'm thinking crystal who comes in stream. Oh, shoot, I gotta find Dorian. Is he over here? He sits on this couch, doesn't he? Or sits on one of these couches. There he is. Thank you. Thank you.
As the most eloquent dwarf you know, Sparkles...
Speech! Speech! Way too much speech.
Varric, there's really no need.
What's going on?
What's going on here?
Inquisitor! You're just in time. Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you. Or want you. It may even kill you. But
hello, Mr.
we'll
M.
miss you, if it counts.
Welcome.
And you didn't know. Okay, folks. Time to take the party elsewhere.
Tama never wanted any. I swear.
Leave him.
God, these people.
It's true. When the Exalted Council has ended, I'm going back to Tevinter. For good, this time.
Well, all of them are true. I'll miss you.
You know I'll miss you.
Naturally. My father is dead. Assassinated, I believe. I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating me on assuming his seat in the Magisterium. We only met a few times while I was home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as his heir. This ambassadorship, his doing, I'm told. He must have wanted me away when the trouble began. I have to go back.
She doesn't deserve all the hate she gets, Bananakin. I do find her irritating sometimes, but I actually find her amusing more than I do irritating, that's for sure.
I know it was complicated, but I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
Yeah, I agree, Totes. She is a bit infantile sometimes, but overall she's fun. And Bananakin, I agree. I always see Dorian as my best friend. I mean, you can't have, unless you're playing a male, you can't have him as a lover, but he makes a very good best friend. Bananakin, I can call you Liz. Well, you can call me Diana. You don't have to call me Mother. You can if you want, but I just love Bananakin's name. I'll call you Liz.
So you'll truly be a magister?
Oh, yes. I can't wait to degrade the Magisterium with my presence. A new outfit is required.
And then what?
I find my father's killers and kill them back.
I'll kill them
Then
back.
I find those giving Tevinter a bad name and kill them. They're most likely the same people, so that should make the job easier.
That is true.
You'll need help. I could go with you.
Not this time, my friend. I won't be entirely without support. Mayveris has gathered other magisters who feel as we do. We'll be an actual faction in the Magisterium. I'll teach them manners, take them shopping. It'll be fun.
I just love the way he approaches problems. He takes them seriously, but he does not take himself too seriously.
I wish you safe travels. And the best of luck.
Oh, I'll need it, thank you. Magisters are tricksy bastards.
They're
A
tricksy. I love that
A
word.
going away present. It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access to. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice... Magic. What? You didn't think I would just leave and you'd never hear from me again, did you? You are my dearest friend. Perhaps my only friend. That will never change, no matter where we are. Now let's finish the good wine before the others get back.
Thank God you reminded me about the crystal. I would not have remembered it. I've only played Trespasser. I think I've only played Trespasser through once or twice, and I haven't. It's probably been 3 years. You guys may be the right crowd to ask. Apologies in advance if this isn't allowed, but I've been looking for framed artwork from Dragon Age. I think the only, well, unless you go on Etsy and get somebody's, you know, artwork from there, there's only the prints from BioWare, like the one behind me over here, that one right there of Varric. There's that stuff, but I don't think they have any other prints. Yeah, and Andy does really nice work too. BioWare store has them. The tarot card character portraits, like I have the one of Varric back here. The only problem is they're sold out half the time. Like right now, you can get Varric, and I think you can get Iron Bull. But like the one of Solus, which everybody wants, the one of Cassandra, there's several that I wanted to have a whole row of them framed in a row and put them on my couch over my couch over here, but they don't have them. Hello, Rocco. Okay, I just talked to him. I need to talk to Josie, but I don't know where she is. I gotta find her. Barrett, Cullen, Leliana, Vivian. I've talked to all them. Oh, is she already in the building? Oh no, she's to the left before you go in the building. She must be up here though. I don't remember. But I'm going to assume that she's either on that balcony or in this room. Maybe she's up on the balcony. Nope, she's not up on... Oh no, I can't go up there. Is she up here? There's Josephine. We're all wearing matching uniforms.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from everywhere.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable.
It's fine, Mr. Mazenko. It's totally fine.
The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence. But the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
A relaxed fashion.
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock, idle chats with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely.
In other words, yes.
The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its
I
culture.
forgot about this.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
That sounds fun.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'd be delighted to attend.
Splendid. I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
The permanent look of shock etched on her face.
I've been in battles that were quieter than this.
Sorry, I like that line.
Yes. What a stupendous voice Lady Brask has. Her D-sharp once shattered an entire conservatory.
Oh, God.
But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Truly.
That part with the glittery, and they actually set fire to... Yes, I truly enjoyed it.
Then I call tonight a great success. Oh, look! The encore signal!
Like this elf, this poor little elf has this permanent look of surprise on her face. That's hilarious. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you, Totes. Totes is absolutely right. There's a lot more chat in Discord. We used to laugh and fight together. That does happen sometimes. That is true. That's true, Liz. I started to call you Bananakin again. Hello, Duchess. I didn't see you pop in. Oh, hello. Hello. All right. Can I go in now? Andy, do I have the leave to go in? You know, I need to do a playthrough of one of these games where I play like a total jerk. Like I need to do a Mass Effect playthrough where I pick all the jerk answers, because in real life and in games, I cannot help but try to be the most conciliatory and nice person. And that can be really boring. It might be very freeing to just play somebody who's like, screw you, I don't care if I hurt your feelings. I was torn between Mass Effect and Dragon Age, and both are my go-to games. They have both been my go-to games for a while, but I have to say I'm really expanding out now, and I'm having a lot of fun. Andy. My God, Andy. You're starting to scare me. All right, where's Leliana? I gotta find her. Whoops. Where's Leliana? Is she over by the... Oh, that's right. I forgot. Liliana's the divine. She's way over in the corner, isn't she? She's over this way, I think. Oh, this way? Nope. Oh, I think she's up those stairs at the end, isn't she? In her Pope outfit.
I suppose.
Am I going the right way?
Messer.
Dragon Age. Yeah, clearly. Wait, what, Jake? What was what say about you? I did the... Hello, Random Hato. I did the dog treats. I have collected the ones I've seen so far. I've already given the dog some treats. Oops, where did Pope Leliana go? I thought she was over here. Are these her Pope chairs? King Alistair! My Alistair! I read your first letter. Trust or lay to put up a fight about this now. You've been there before, so I'm not telling you anything new. Send a message, or if you need anything, I'll send someone out straight away. Regards, King Alistair Ferelden. Somebody, presumably Alistair, has drawn a stick figure weighed down by an oversized crown at the bottom of the page. Yeah, that would be Alistair. He's not the brightest bulb, but he's so cute. Where the hell is Liliana? I can't remember. Isn't she over here somewhere? There's another note. That's all about me. All right, I've confused myself. Where is Leliana? She's straight ahead of me.
It's true.
Oh, yes.
There she is. Consulting with the guests. Playing chess with somebody.
Will you walk with me?
Yes, exactly, random. I feel bad, and then I feel stupid for
The
feeling
first
bad
time I
because
came
it's
to the
my
Winter
game.
Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings.
Hello, Walsey.
Splendid marble columns. More golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright. But I no longer see that same palace. And that makes you sad. It is easier on the heart to just see gilding.
Of course.
Now all I see
Rose-colored
hands
glasses
rubbed
are always
raw to their
easier.
gold gleam, tears shed in the night over silk embroidery. Others overlook them and forget their pain, but I am divine and I cannot be blind.
She ought to change her uniform. I hate those. I mean, I think they're funny. I really want to go as the
They
divine
seek to tear
for
the Inquisition
Halloween.
down. You feel it, no? Fear.
I'd fear anyone with our vault of secrets, wouldn't you?
It is not our secrets, nor our soldiers. There have always been spy masters and private armies. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. The Inquisition's time is coming to an end.
Maybe it is, Totes. I'll check it just 2 seconds. I keep making what this is where my age shows. I keep making, bye Rocco, go have a good dinner. I keep making what I believe are permanent invitations, because otherwise by default the invitations expire at like 7 days or 30 days or 90 days or whatever. I keep making what I believe is a permanent invitation and then it expires. If you guys want to hang on a second, I can go look. 1 sec. It's going to freeze and there'll be no sound for half a second here because I got to go into Discord. That's going to take a second. 1 second. Let's see, invite people. Can you do this? Oh yeah, edit invite link. Make it permanent. Expire after never. Oh yeah, 7 days is the default. Okay, well, hopefully that worked. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Okay, see if that link works. Hello, Fear. Hopefully that link works, and hopefully that link is permanent. Okay, perfect. What were we saying? The Inquisition's time is coming to an end. Is that the Divine's order? We're still needed. Blah, 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 blah. I agree their time should come to an end, but at the moment, we're still needed.
The Inquisition still does good work. Thedas will always need us.
No, not always.
We set out to restore peace, and now peace is upon us. Some things can only be accomplished in shadow, without the trappings of power and the attention they bring. But whatever you decide, I will be honored to stand beside you.
Okay, I believe I've caught up with everybody except I don't remember talking to Cassandra. Do you guys remember me talking to Cassandra? Okay, good. I'm glad those links are working. There's the puppy and there's Cullen. That's my favorite character, the dog. Where's Cassandra in all this? She's at this very end, isn't she? Yeah, she's at the very other end. Because that's where I usually go to talk to her when she's... Yep, she's at the very other end, past the bar and everybody else. So let's go talk to Cassandra, because I don't think I've talked to her yet. I went over there and talked to Blackwall, or Tom Rainier, but I didn't go talk to Cassandra. Do you guys remember me talking to her? Yep. Thank you. Cole and his new girlfriend. Isn't she right down here? There she is. Way over in the corner, Cassandra.
Oh. Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
I am. What's on your mind?
I am.
Maybe
He
you
is.
should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit.
Oh God, I forgot about this scene. I love Cassandra. She's so, you know.
Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
That's a lovely sentiment, Cassandra.
I am confused.
Marriage is much more than a lovely sentiment, Inquisitor.
Marriage?
I can't imagine who it is. Megan knows you've kept it secret, but if marriage is... You're not proposing to anyone.
Who would I be proposing to? I was dating Solus.
I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
He said I was going to propose.
To her?
He
Who?
mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
It is funny. Who would I get married to? I'm not dating anybody. Oh well.
You're adorable.
There are far worse things to be.
That's true.
Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
I love Cassandra because she's as square as square can be, and yet she's got such a good heart, and she's a loyal friend. This is funny. I love the little writings and stuff that you find off to the sides. I think they're so funny. Well, I don't know what magical attributes I want to focus on. I haven't played this game. I mean, I haven't played Trespasser in so long. I don't remember the difficulty level. I don't think any of this game's very difficult. That'll do. That'll do, pig. Is it really, Andy? My God, you need a title, Andy. You need something like Dragon Age. Must be more dog bones. Oh! Where's the pointy arrow that's supposed to tell me which direction to go? You guys keep telling me. A bone for my dog. Okay, am I done chatting with everybody? Have I gone everywhere and chatted up everyone? Oh, I didn't scroll down enough. Walsey tries to romance Cassandra. I really like Cassandra. I've never romanced her because I've always played a female. But I like her. Hard in Hightown. It's got such a... That book makes the rounds. Oh, another bone. More dog bones. I forget how many dog bones there are. Hi, folks. Come on into the council chamber for some entertainment. Oh, look how romantic. All right, folks, let's get this council started. Begin the exalted council. I have not attempted to finish on insanity because I just haven't. I'll talk about it in a minute.
Now, Artigan, as to your concerns.
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
We were protecting the citizens of Ferelden, because you couldn't.
The Mage Rebellion made it difficult to keep order, Artigan. The
I
Inquisition
thought Artigan was one of my
offering help.
friends.
Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled
Oh wait,
them.
is Tegan?
Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern
Oh, don't
is
get your panties in a
well-founded.
twist.
The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. The Inquisition is the only reason Selene still has the throne.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds.
His giant mustache
Unlike Ferelden, however,
mask.
Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Divine Victoria wishes to speak with you in private.
The Divine Victoria? Who is sitting just up there?
Yes, and who was once your spy master. It's a pressing matter, your worship.
Something has come up. I'll be back.
What? What?
This is highly irregular.
Perhaps it would be best if we took a short recess.
Oh, Leliana, ever the spy master. You managed it, but good early game. You managed it, but good early game is tough. You've done both. Have you done both Mass Effect and Dragon Age?
The guard said we should.
I
both
should
do
try.
this. I believe she was correct.
Uh-oh.
Canary warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
There's a bloody mess on the floor.
Deadly mysteries at the Winter Palace. Throw in a Hulla statue and some Caprice coins and it's just like old times. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will extend the recess as long as possible. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
And look, she looks excited about it. She's excited. Follow the blood trail. Follow the blood trail. Let's see, at this point, I'm just like leveling stuff that... Let's see, I have all this. See. Oops, I chose and then unchose. Mr. M, those banners are huge. I have the Grey Warden and Ferelden ones up. Need space for Inquisition and Tevinter ones. $5 each. That's pretty. You talk about like the banners, like the one behind me. See that one behind me that I've got basically blocking view of my printer because I don't have a place on my wall to put it. But they're like 4.5 feet tall. I only have the Grey Warden's one. In Mass Effect, the mirror match fight was the worst for me. So much swearing and crying involved. That's funny. I really don't ever play games on Insanity, although I really should go back and play Mass Effect on Insanity. I should try. I'm not going to try it right now, but I should try this game on Insanity at some point. Tough as nails, I'd recommend going with a game plan for Dragon Age, and then for Mass Effect, I'll play through on Veteran first to level up and get a feel for the difficulty, and then start a new one. I think, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm hoping over time, but that's pretty good, $5. I didn't pay $5 for that. I don't remember what I paid. I did get the Varric poster, which I have not had framed yet. I did get that Varric poster on sale, and when I looked last time, which was right around Christmas time, they had Varric and they had Iron Bull, and none of the others were available. They have the Inquisition and the Chantry on sale right now. My problem is I don't have places for giant banners like that. I live with a husband who's not into gaming, and to be honest, I don't want to turn my whole house into a gaming shrine because that wouldn't go over well. But this room I can do with what I want. I just don't have a lot of room in here for putting stuff on the walls. But I would be interested in those pictures because I'll have all of them framed to match, and I'll make an arrangement out of it. And those are so interesting looking. They're interesting even if you're not into the game. At least I think they are. The Equitarians and the Lucrocians will inevitably get drawn into the most passive-aggressive arguments over the number of ballot boxes and the arrangements of voting cards. Ugh, all right. Colin, in the last few years. Colin, word has spread from Denham about the summit the Inquisition will attend. The news is half rumors, but with representatives they say are coming, it's clearly serious, and the details are probably not something you can put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love our Legion parties. Branson's here. His son insists I add "Hello, Call" to this letter. He also insists it be "Hello" and not "Hello." Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. That's so cute. I could have married into that family if I had romanced Cullen instead of Solas, who dumped me. Cassandra. And there's a dead... That's a fancy uniform he's wearing, too. Or fancy armor. Okay, so I'm supposed to look around. Gonna look around.
You can't keep me out of here.
Can I put my armor on yet? I don't know if I can put my armor on yet. Can I climb the this trellis like I can in the other game? I guess I don't need to. Can't get in here. What does it want me to? Josephine.
It looks like he came down over the railing.
Does it? You just said that and I didn't even notice. Oh, I can climb. Oh yes, there's a giant blood spot, you guys. Hello? There you go. Oh my God. I used to do that in my old house. Isn't that funny? I had a group of gnomes in my front yard, but they weren't like obvious yard gnomes. They were hidden in things, so you could only see them from certain angles at certain times. I just thought it was really funny. My husband's like, why? Most people don't even ever notice them. And it's like, that's not even the point where the people notice them. The point is that I know they're there. And they make me laugh. There's more blood here, folks. Keep climbing, little elf. Broken banister, more blood. Hey, this is just like before. I think maybe I'm going to see if I can put my armor back on. Yes, I can. Since we're now in fighting. Let's see, which was my... Oh, she already has her weapon in hand. What else? Oh, everything goes back on her. No, it didn't. Can she not wear her armor yet? I don't remember. I think that's so cute, Liz. I don't know what the deal is with them. They're so stupid, but I only like them when they're done like ironically or with some kind of sense of humor. I don't like when people, I hope I don't offend anybody. I don't really love when you go to someone's house and they actually have them seriously, like there's deer in their front yard, you know, the plastic cement deers and stuff like that. I like it when it's done with a sense of humor.
An active Eluvian. If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone.
Absolutely. God, it's been too long since I played Trespasser. Half of this stuff is coming as a surprise to me. I just don't remember it. That is a fancy chair. I want my armor and I want my... How do I get my friends then? I want my friends. Where's Morgan? Have I talked to Morgan? I don't remember Morgan. You were collecting all the colors of the gnome. AC and H. Oh, when you played in Animal Crossing, you hid them all over your island and spread the infection when you visit. I have never played Animal Crossing, so I kind of know slightly what the premise of the game is. Just like Stardew Valley, I kind of know slightly what the premise is, but I've never played it. So Andy, do I go like I'm spoilers all over the place? Do I want to go through the Eluvian now before I'm with any of my friends? Oh, so I have to go through the Eluvian now. I'm assuming. That doesn't seem intuitive. Into the fade. Creepy, creepy old Elfville. All right. Well. I'd love to have Cassandra's tarot card. I just think it's such a noble... Look at her. I always collect all the gnomes in the Fallout games. I haven't played Fallout in so long. I got so sidetracked in Fallout building an enormous base. I never even actually finished the game. I got almost down to the last couple final missions, and then I never finished it. I just spent all my time building my base and getting more and more NPCs to move to my base. If you gift villagers gifts in Animal Crossing, they display them in their homes by gifting my friends and villagers. I spread the infection. That's funny. You first played Trespasser in January as I only had an Xbox 360 version. Just this last January, like last month? Yeah, I agree with you. Cassandra, oh, her divine card. Yeah. I've never played the game where I haven't played the game that many times, but I've only ever had Cassandra become divine. I was talking about this last stream, so it was weird for me when I kind of got off track because I was focusing on the stream and other things. And Leliana ended up as divine. I'm like, oh, Leliana ends up as divine. I didn't soften her, so she's kind of a hard ass. Yeah, Fallout 4. Yeah, it was great. It's good, isn't it, Random? Random Hado. Ah, yes, here we are.
This is the crossroads. Morrigan brought me here while showing me the Eluvians. I'd forgotten all the colors.
What are you talking about? Everything's all gray.
I wonder if it somehow looks different to elves.
This is one of my favorite little details about this game. I forgot about this. If you play, I'm sure you guys know this, if you play as an elf, this is all beautiful and colorful and it's just beautiful looking. If you play as a human, which my first couple games playing, I played as a human, if you play as a human, it's all very kind of gray and drab looking, but you don't know that until you open up one or you play as one or the other. I love that. Hi, Bradley. I played New Vegas. New Vegas is one of the very first games I ever played after I quit playing WoW. I've had really narrow experience with games, despite the fact that I love them so much. Because, as most of you by now know, I didn't start playing video games until I was about 36 years old. And I played WoW exclusively for like 6 years. And then my daughter moved out, didn't really play WoW a whole lot anymore. And then I wanted to play other games. And then Dragon Age came out. I pre-ordered it, and I was like obsessed with Dragon Age for about a year. So I have a limited, so every year I get exposed to a few more games. Now I've played Final Fantasy and other MMOs, and I've played more games. And then Mass Effect series came after the first Dragon Age. I played Dragon Age Inquisition first because I didn't play games that many years ago. And then I played the first, Dragon Age 1, Dragon Age 2, and then I played the Mass Effect series. I played I played Mass Effect 3 first because I got introduced to it first, and I loved it so much I went back and played 1 and 2. Aren't I only in my early 20s? Oh my God, you're my new favorite person. I'm 58. But God bless you for saying that. Yeah, I think there's super good reasons to not play a human in this game. I mean, I did not know the first couple times I played this game that you get this different experience in the crossroads area unless you play an elf. I loved that that was a complete secret, and it was a total surprise to me. I loved it. Your ex-boyfriend got you into Dragon Age and Mass Effect. It's the only good thing I took from that relationship. That's funny. No, my daughter got me into gaming. My now 30-year-old daughter got me into gaming when she was about 16, when she wanted me to get into a video game to play with her. And I'm like, I'm not stupid. I have a 16-year-old kid who wants to spend time with me. I will do this for her, even though I think video games are stupid. And then, of course, the joke was on me because I became completely addicted to them, and now I'm sorry that I started so late. Let me level up my peeps here. So I love when people suggest new games to me, and because I've got all kinds of games I haven't finished yet. Because I get really excited about one, and then somebody will suggest something else. I'm like, oh, and I go to that one. I'm kind of a child in that regard. Well, maybe I'll go back. Wait, let me go back a second. The Mortalitasi. Let's see, I think I've fully expanded everything of his that I need. Vatic, who probably doesn't want to be here. Let's see. I usually do this more with Cassandra with Sarah than Varric with poison, but what the heck? Tina, I've been gaming since PC gaming existed, but you're a couple years older than me, but look way younger than me. Well, that's a compliment. Thank you. I'm sure that's not true, but I've been told that before about Baldur's Gate 3. I think I've looked at the trailer for those games. I have to get organized about laying out what I can play and in what order, because it's like I want to play everything and I want to put all of it on my channel because it's so much fun. I just feel like I've lost so many years doing this. And yes, I pre-ordered Cyberpunk. I pre-ordered it and never canceled my order, even though it kept getting delayed. And I played it all the way through as soon as it came out on PC, despite the glitches. I really didn't experience any terrible glitches. I didn't try to put any mods in. I just played the game all the way through one time. And then I uninstalled it, and I just reinstalled it again about a week and a half ago, and I added a few mods. And I've actually had more glitches this time than I did the first time I played it, even though it's been updated since then. It might be the mods I'm using. I mean, I only put about 10 in, but I'm thinking it's got to be the mods. But I'm having a hard time getting interested in it again. It just didn't hold me the same way that like The Witcher did when I played The Witcher. You are a late bloomer for your generation, Liz. Hi, Unity. Keep it start a list, keep you entertained for the next year, in the next 10 years. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, is that the trailer that has, it's got a trailer that shows the bug, the little fairy, the little flower fairy, and she's flying around and being super cute, and then a frog just goes like and gets her. I thought that was so funny. Is that one? I've never played EverQuest. And I played Star Wars The Old Republic, oh, only for a few months because my daughter expressed brief interest in it. And I thought, oh, it's something we can play together. But then her life got, I mean, she's at an age now where she's like, getting married, getting ready to start a family. She's got a lot going on. So that age is hard to play. You guys know that game, that age becomes really hard to do any kind of thing for yourself that take hours out of a day. The Waylanders is out now, so I get to play a couple of former BioWare peeps work on it. I've never heard of the Waylanders. Is it an isometric? What is it? I should play Pong. I should play Pong. Actually, we had an Atari and I had Pong. That is the only game I ever played as a kid was Pong. I mean, literally, black screen, one line, 2 bars, a little square bonk, 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 bonk. It was a bright yellow Atari, little Atari thing my dad bought for us, but my parents were not into TV. We were really, oh, that's Fable. Okay. My parents weren't into television, so we were only allowed to treat the television as something to do, and there literally was nothing else to do. And I grew up at the beach in Southern California, so 99.9% of the time there were other things to do. I grew up, my parents are big boaters, so we were always out on the water. I just think that's a hilarious little trailer because that little fairy is so sweet and cute. You're just starting to go, oh, so cute, and then the frog's like, bloop, dinner. I'm going to have to look up Waylanders. I'll have to look up Baldur's Gate then. Oh, hello, Nika. I'll have to look up Baldur's Gate 3. Does anyone want the Darkspawn design from DAO to return? I hadn't really thought about it, honestly. Oh, I forgot to do Cassandra. Oh, let's see. I can't remember what she is. Is she a Templar? No, she's not a Templar. Vanguard? Where did I put most of her points already? Is she Battlemaster? I can't remember. I don't think she's Battlemaster. I'm trying to remember what Vanguard. Oh, look, I did put a lot of her points into Sword and Shield already. Oh. Did you do a lot of Trojans games growing up? I never even heard of those. Did I go to a lot of Trojans games? Are you talking about LA in being in Los Angeles? Trojans? That's a football team, isn't it? Isn't that UCLA? Those are odd questions. No, I never went. If that's football, I never went to football. Hi, Nika. Nope, never did any sports. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, because my parents spent so much time on the water, and like our entire life revolved around water skiing and sailing and being out at the islands, off Channel Islands in Southern California, before they were national parks and you couldn't get onto the island very easily. We did not engage in organized sports. Yeah, the USC Trojans. No, we didn't engage in sports in any way because they wanted us available on weekends to go and do things. So I did swim team in high school, 50-yard breast. But that was it. And I only did that after I could drive and could drive myself to the meets. No, I wasn't into we all went to UCLA. UCSB was the college in Santa Barbara. That's where, and they're not really, I mean, they have a surfing team. The Gauchos, they have a surfing team. So football's not the thing there. It's a party school, totally. Okay, I'm not sure where to go. Let me just think about this for a second. I'm getting myself completely off track here. So there's an Eluvian down there, which I will examine. But I think I have to go to the left, actually. Or to the right, rather.
Judging by the bloodstains, he tried to get through here.
Is something wrong?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
I think. I'm supposed to say. Why am I wearing a shield? I think Solus controls the entire network now. Does he not? Bloodstains. Bloodstains. I was a Kickstarter backer for Waylanders, also backing Chorus, the one David Gator is working on. Okay, I've never heard of either one of those, but I'm definitely going to look into those. I can't wait to introduce my daughter to my favorite games. I know. My only real regrets, and they're not regrets because I have an absolutely fantastic husband, but he's not into video games at all. Mostly because he says he sits in front of a computer all day for work, and the last thing he wants to do is sit in front of a computer for 4 hours at night playing games. To me, that doesn't seem like a contradiction, but I totally understand that he wants to get up and go outside and do outdoor-oriented things. So we don't game together at all. My daughter does like to game, but she's an artist and she's likes to paint and stuff. So most of her time nowadays goes towards stuff like that. And she just got married, so she's pretty. They're getting ready to buy a house, blah blah blah. So you know, she's in a portion of her life where she's pretty busy with other stuff. I will be forever indebted to her though, because she got me introduced to games. And if I'd been left to my own devices, I would have spent my entire life believing like most of my friends my age believe, which is that it's a waste of time, and they still have this sort of a, you know, bearded neckbeards in their mother's basement sort of view of gamers. Most of my friends still see it that way. They kind of when they find out how much time I spend playing games, they look at me like I've sprouted a second head. Honestly, it's kind of funny, and it's also kind of bothersome. Chorus is being made by a new studio in Australia called Summerfall Studios. I love when I get these new game suggestions. Sorry, I'm looking back at the comments because I'm missing. Did I play StarCraft? I have not played StarCraft. It's on my list of stuff I'm kind of interested in. Yeah, I've never played. Hi, Mr. Mazenko. My son plays games with me on occasion, but mostly he sticks to Fortnite and Roblox, which I won't touch with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, Fortnite I've never played. It looks a little bit too teenager-ish to me. Although, to be honest, if we were in there with a group of people our age and it was just like a private match, I think it'd be fun. But I've heard too much just like stuff about Fortnite. I haven't really been interested. Same reason I haven't been interested in PUBG. See, I think that's awesome, Nika. My parents wouldn't have been on their radar because games really didn't come into, I mean, not those kind of games didn't really come into being. When I was in high school, let's put it this way, we would go to the arcade. And remember that driving game? I've talked about this before. The driving game with the, you know, you sit in the booth and you drive the car. And when you hit things off, like if you hit a cow, it explodes into steaks. God, I loved that game. Would laugh so hard playing that game. But that was really the only video game I ever played at the arcade. Yeah, I bet it's a learning curve. I've never really had any particular interest in it. Battle Royale things totes aren't really my thing either. I just think it would be fun. A Battle Royale would be fun if you had like 50, I mean, I don't have 50 friends, but if you had like 50 friends, or you had an organized thing where you had some control over who the group was and it literally could just be a good time. I think that would be like a fun one-off event. I think that would be really fun. Online multiplayer games should have age range preferences for matchmaking. Actually, that's kind of a good idea. Although there are assholes of every age. So, am I going through this Eluvian? I don't see where else to go. What the hell? If you're going to correct me, Andy, it's too late. Yeah, I like story-based games mostly, but just because I've never played these other games, I am having some fun with these other things because I didn't experience any of them before. I have 4,500 friends. Not there, you know what I mean.
I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
I'm not sure we're in Kansas anymore. My God, so much of this I just don't even remember at all. Ooh, 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 another dead Kunari.
Another Kunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's part of their military, dressed for war.
I wish I could get my mom into games. You know, I've often thought that too. It's more, I'm trying to develop my YouTube channel from like complete scratch with no backing and with no background in games. So it's been hard, but I know that there are a lot of people my age who are really into reading and very immersive worlds like I was before I became, I'm still into reading, but like I was before I got into gaming. And I think that there are a lot of games that people who love to read and love the sort of immersion into a different world there are certain games I think they would absolutely love. If you could get them past this arbitrary notion they have in their head about what games are and what they can be. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Mr. M. I have a trouble with kids, not kids even. I just have trouble with people if you get into games where there is online chat, like you all get thrown into a chat together. I just got so scarred playing WoW when the guild I was with for years, everybody kind of went off and started, life took over, and you ended up having to do pug groups for everything, and you get into these dungeons with people who, A, they want to run from boss to boss without actually experiencing the dungeon. That always bugged me. And B, were so massively verbally abusive. I never really experienced a lot of it personally, but just watching the way it was just so awful. Hello, Maddie, and I hope you're not too bored. More blood. More blood. What the hell? Something bad has happened over here. Online gaming for me is frustrating because heaven forbid some creepy dude figures out you're a woman gamer. The comments from stupid people like that really turn me off to anything online. I never really got into the Barons chat. I heard a lot about that too, but yeah, over in the Goldshire Tavern. The Goldshire Tavern. I can't get through. I'm probably going to die. Of course. I knew that. I did it anyway. I don't remember how to get by here, but don't tell me. I just need to think about it because I've done this before. Can I fade step? Nope. Can't fade step either. Get up. Shake it off. Wait till I get the upgrade to the anchor. Yes, I'll wait. I knew I wasn't going to make that alive. Oh, then using the anchor to go through. Yeah, I was a tanking well for a while, and one guy heard my voice and started off tanking ahead of me. Yeah, because you're a female. Yeah. I did not have that happen a lot, but I did have I did have some experience because I didn't play tank. I've always played a mage, but I did have a few experiences where just stupid stuff. I'd be playing in groups with people, and after I'd been playing with them for a little while, I'd get these private messages from people saying, "I really like your voice. Will you send me a picture of yourself?" Stupid. I mean, just like, no, I won't. And if you saw it, you'd be shocked. I'm probably old as your mother. Yeah, I haven't played Final Fantasy much. I'm kind of afraid to get into a whole nother like, massive online game like that again, unless I really get addicted to it. And if I did something like that, I'd almost have to do it on my stream because it would end up taking up so much of my time. I'd have to incorporate it somehow. Smarier? I must be stupid that I can't. Can you see ability that rhymes with Smarier? I must be stupid. I can't think of what that is. I'm going to let that percolate. Oh, let that percolate. Okay, well, I'm going to follow the blood trail here for a little while. We'll come back.
Scorch marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Kunari were here and who did this.
I wonder who turned them into stone. Is that really true, Nika? Is that really true, though? Because, like, the thing that was hard about WoW that became very hard about WoW was that if you weren't playing as often as your guildies, you would come on and you were just so far behind in progression that it just became really hard. You were always phased to a different part of the story, and that was hard. Smeary. Yeah. I'll come back. We're following you, Solus. I'm gonna get an explanation for why you dumped me if it's the last thing I do.
Over there, Kunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
Oh, damn. And you know what the sad thing is? I don't remember these puzzles. Use the Eluvians to find a way to... Okay, well, derp. This isn't where I thought I was coming, right? I don't want to come through this one. Excuse me. Oh, I guess I'm not going through that one. Well, and that was smart because I said I did want to figure it out. But one thing you should know about me is I say that, but I have the willpower of like a 2-year-old. Does my husband ever get jealous about me romancing characters? He has never mentioned it. And I doubt that he's very pragmatic. And honestly, I'm not even sure it occurs to him that you really can romance characters in the games. I don't know if he's listening. I doubt that he's listening right now either. Sometimes he puts my stream on, but he's working, so he doesn't have the sound on. But I would say he's not a jealous type. So I'd be shocked if he did. I've only ever finished Trespasser once because I get confused with all the puzzles and I hit a wall. I have finished Trespasser twice, but I will admit that I haven't finished them since the DLC first dropped, so it's been a long time. I'm embarrassed frequently by how well Andy knows it, and I do not. I know the general story lore and whatnot, but I don't remember the actual mechanics of the game. I just don't remember. Well, looks like I'm going to be fighting a spirit champion, or at least talking to him. Hello, hello, don't fight me. I'm an elf.
The elves bound a spirit here. It feels old. Very old.
What does it want? I'll try Elven. Andaran Atishan Sadaran.
Apparently he didn't like my answer. How could you attack an elf? A fellow elf? I mean, I don't think the ancient elves see us as... I don't like killing fellow elves. You want to know something funny? Nika, when I got the Xbox 360, I wanted to learn how to use a controller better. I mean, I'm terrible with a controller. And I bought Dragon Age Inquisition for the Xbox 360 thinking that I would switch my gaming over to that slowly, and I never did. I think I opened the game like once. I've just always come back to PC, and I know how to use the keyboard. So I actually own Dragon Age in a different version. I just never use it. Dude, you need to die. Oh, that was dumb. He doesn't need a confusion grenade. Do you guys use the pause? I never. Those of you who've watched me before know that I never ever use the tactical pause unless I hit it by accident. Yeah, my main first character playthrough on this game was a human mage named Bronte. I still have her. I think she's like level, whatever the high level, 24, 25, whatever the max is. Oh, I didn't know that about the 360 version. I mean, I don't use it, so... That poor Xbox is still sitting down there. It's like a just giant paperweight. The only thing we ever use it for anymore is to play Jackbox games occasionally. Are you now friendly? Oops, maybe not.
I think that spirit considered us intruders.
To be fair, we are.
It must have been set to guard something.
Oh yeah, Totes, I could see you'd need it on Sanity Run. Yeah, I could totally understand that. The one tip is watching TV shows or YouTube on your TV with PSR. It actually helps you get used to... Oh, that's a great idea. That's a really good idea. A wash of powerful magic carries an impression of welcome. Image is lost by elven slaves fleeing to the palace. This place in ancient times, greeted by others who then tend to the ruins. Words are not so much word as felt. Fen'Harel bids you welcome. Rest, knowing the Dreadwolf guards you and his people guard this valley. In this place you are free, and trusting us, you will never be bound again.
That was like Veilfire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
Whoops.
You
Don't
mean
it?
The ancient elves kept slaves? Maker's breath. One more thing never to tell Daisy.
This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the Dreadwolf Fen'Harel. This doesn't make sense. In Dalish legends, Fen'Harel is our god of misfortune.
Okay, is there anything... Before I go through this, is there anything on the other side of the building I should look at? Oh, good! Another blurb of... Okay, so barrier. Where's barrier? I'm using up all my health potions. I did not drink from the Well of Sorrows. And you know why I didn't drink from the Well of Sorrows, Rando? Because chat said no. I believed that an elf should drink from the Well of Sorrows, and everybody else, I let them vote, and they said no. They said that it should be Morrigan. So a human drank from the Well of Sorrows, and I did not. That barrier did not work. Oh. I wasn't thirsty. I've always drank from the well, so I don't even know what the experience is like to play the game having not drank through the well. I'm going to find out. I've always drunk from the well. But when I played the game, everybody's like, no, don't drink. Let Morrigan drink. So I did. I think it may have been a mistake, personally, but we'll find out. I'll come back to these chests because I don't know how to get through them. I don't have enough health potions to keep trying.
That Eluvian only took us a short distance. That's the same lake we saw from the other tower.
So the old elves had many uses for these devices.
But look how pretty it is. Fenharel is watching us. More spirit warriors. I'm an elf. I don't know why they're attacking me.
Wounds on the back, no blood on his sword. Someone took him by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry.
Here we go again. What a change of pace from the Winter Palace. A clear sky, a beautiful view, and yes, fields and fields of stripweed as far as the eye can see.
Strip what?
Terrible stuff. Looks like grass, stings like a knife, and causes sores if you so much as brush against it.
Oh, maybe, Liz.
So,
yeah, maybe.
Of course, everyone in Manrathus insists it makes a very decent tea.
I always drink it from it because it doesn't solace. Like I said, I was not allowed to drink from it. Against my dread or judgment, I did not drink from it. I don't know. I know what you're referring to as solace, so without getting too spoilery, I'm not convinced that he killed her. I mean, he definitely removed something from her, but I don't know if she's necessarily dead.
So, we're getting the band back together.
But maybe.
That's exciting.
We're getting the band back together.
Of any sort.
Just because you can't carry a tune seeker doesn't mean you're not front and center in our band of misfits.
I love this little squad. I love it. All right, get off these. You don't get to eat these people until I've left. That's gross. I love the doors. Aren't these doors fantastic looking? The promise of Fenrirel, a wash of powerful magic, carries a pang of hope. Images flash by a man in wolfskin standing with a group of freed slaves, clasping one's arm in friendship. Words are not so much heard as felt. Fenrirel has been falsely named a god, but is immortal, as mortal as any of you. He takes no divine mantle and asks that none be bestowed upon him. He leads only those who would help willingly. Let none be beholden but by choice. Boy, if only my little Lavella knew who Fenrirel is.
Slaves as a mortal, not a god.
He took great pains to renounce his supposed divinity.
Ordinary guy saves people, accidentally founds religion. Sounds a lot like the chant, actually.
Yep.
Fenrirel sounds like quite
Andy,
a
yep,
rebel.
exactly.
The old elven gods must have simply
You see a
loved that.
wisp leave. Have a good lunch, Jambo. I am making for dinner tonight Mexican street tacos. Little street tacos and charred corn salad, which I think sounds really good. Oh my God, I don't remember any of this. Isn't that terrible? I completely don't remember what's happening here. There's a torch on the floor. Andy's going to be furiously typing in chat going, don't go there. Don't do that. Wait, wait. I probably won't see it because I haven't played the game for a while and I just don't remember any of this stuff. I love the worlds they create though. God, they're so fantastic. Gamers are so lucky the different things they get to experience. Now you want a taco. No, I did not remember those, Andy. I'm going to need like constant drips of information because I don't remember any of that stuff. Remember the 4 hidden notes in the Eluvian areas to get special Fen'Harel dialogue with Solus. The 4 hidden notes. Okay, don't let me get out of areas without finding them then, because the whole reason I played as an elf was to get some of the end scenes with Solus. Man, I have not played Trespasser in so long. My gods are Evanuris. The gods are Evanuris claim divinity, yet they are taught not but mortals powerful in magic. They are not but mortals powerful in magic who can die as you can. In this place, we teach those who join us to unravel their lies. Yeah, I need to do another video on the Evanuris. I find them, oh god, not one of
the elven gods were just Evanuris, powerful but completely mortal mages.
Was this the start of an uprising? Freed elven slaves against their former masters?
If that's true, Fen'Harel was teaching these freed slaves the truth about these false gods.
That startled me. The anchor now automatically generates focus over time. Discharge the accumulated focus by using the new ability in the battle menu where the mount used to be, or by pressing the assigned key by default. Okay. Oh, I forgot about that. That's the skill I can use to get through that fire now, right? Yeah, here's where I get the anchor upgrade. Okay, discharging the anchor makes your party briefly invulnerable. The anchor now glows brightly for a short time, lighting dark areas and revealing objects hidden there.
Are you hurt?
Yes, that hurt.
It felt like the anchor stung me.
It's very dark.
This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
Oh, and I'm going to have to fight my way out of the room for it. I wish you could move while you were casting in this game. Did you see the way he gets up? Bloop! Oh, Dorian, you need better clothes. Better armor. I thought he had pretty decent armor on. I always fade step into a wall. I probably better look at that, Andy. I never played Coder either. I've looked at the original version, but I think it just goes back a little too far for me to be able to take the graphics. I've heard, though, Shar, I think, was telling me that the story is it's well worth playing. I must have re-equipped him. Now it's bugging me. I hate to fight against my own kind. It doesn't feel right. Take that, you filth! remember what this does now. I'm killing all of Solus's spirit fighters. You're going down, you little spirit foes. Oh, you're killing me, Random. You're killing me. I tried to tell them I should drink from the well. Solus will be absolutely thrilled when he finds out it was Morrigan, too. Yeah, they are a put off. Oh, see, Shar, I'm pretty sure you recommended to me I should play the original too, Shar, but I have to admit, I had a really hard time with the look of the graphics. So yeah, feel free to blame chat as much as you want for the fact that I didn't drink from the well. All right, now I have to go back. Press equal to use this anchor discharge as a light source. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm using it as a light source to get the hell out of this dark area.
This place is creepy.
Yeah, I just had to fight my own kind. Which I apparently would not have had to if I drank from the well. Oh, I just turned the wrong way. I know. I know he doesn't like it because you find out too much. But he's probably not going to be happy that I killed all of his spirit guys either. I don't remember where I'm going. Oh, this is where I'm going. I was also thinking of repercussions in the next game if the Inky is beholden to Mythal. That's a valid point. I mean, that's a super valid point. I'll give you that. So can I fade step across here if I use the anchor? If I use the anchor, can I fade No, I can't. Oh, that chest isn't even interactable. What a dummy dum-dum. It's this chest. If I'm an elf, I always drink from it pretty much just because it pisses off Solus so much. I was thinking, but yeah. You're a bit power hungry. I always drink from the well. I mean, I don't always, clearly, but I like to. Dun-da-da. How did I die? Do I have to fade step down there to even get down there? Mylovellans don't drink from the well because Dorian doesn't like it if you're romancing him. Well, come on now, Dorian. Everybody has to take under decisions that they don't want to do in order for the greater good. I gotta wait for this power to recoup now. All right. That's a little better. The Sunsign note is written in half Kunlat, half in the common tongue. The lettering on the Kunlat looks shaky. 10 more today. No one saw me. If more instructions, please use second drop point. More people on the ground soon, and it has better cover.
A letter by the Kunari.
Superb belt of the storm
language.
Seems like the Kunari weren't just passing through.
These Kunari were running when they died. Let's find where this battle began.
All Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Barrier and fade step because I don't trust it. Okay, I gotta get back to where I was going now. I think it's on the other side.
Here's a trailer for Baldur's Gate 3, but maybe a quick look at a playthrough might give you a better idea of what it's like.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Try using Dorian if you have his simul. Oh, I will. I think I do. All right. I like it. I think it's funny. I try not to, like, I don't like a lot of graphics on the screen, so I don't do a lot of that stuff, but I do like to acknowledge people. And actually, one of the reasons it plays on stream is because it allows me to know that it happened. It usually puts a thing in the chat, too. I'm surprised I haven't seen that pop up. Oh, the bridge. The bridge to nowhere. This place is so interesting. I wonder what the differences will be now that I didn't drink from the well. Like Rando was saying, I could have just talked to those spirit things instead of killing them.
Kunari.
Kunari. Oh, yes. Kunari. Just back up. I'm a distance fighter. Ben Hasrith. I should have Iron Bull with me. Thank God I made him loyal. Die! Get dead, you scummy Ben Hasrith. Make it take you. All right, that's everybody. Oh, no, it isn't. Why did I think that was everybody? Not that he really needed that right then necessarily, but... You're going down, Mr. Kunari. Sorry. Now you're dead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My cold, crusty heart. Oh, use the anchor. Here's poor Andy in the chat going, use the anchor, you dumbass. I forgot about the anchor. I forgot. Oh, why did I climb that? There's nothing up here. Look, it's been fortified. What are the Kunari even doing in these lands? In the Forgotten Sanctuary. Look, they're in the middle of fighting the Kunari already. Hello, Hala. I won't hurt you. Can I go in the side? No, there's no entrance over here. I'm gonna kill the Ben Hasbeth first because I don't want to kill those spirit agents. I think I'm stuck now, though. Not communicate with them. Okay, what do I think? That was dumb. Why did I do that? Now I have to kill the Kunari and the spirit elves. I really don't want to kill them. It's like a giant cluster. Now I have to finish off the spirit champion, even though I don't really even want to kill him. Why am I doing that? Why do I keep hitting that stupid thing? I'm not going to worry about that archer too much. It's really the champion I'm going to worry about. Hey, don't come over. Oh, see, I feel bad. Even though I know I got to kill a bunch more of these people now. Where is he? Behind that barrier. Dude. What does the anchor do? I'm confused. I'm probably too close to him. The angles are all wrong. Yeah, see, Cassandra can't even get over here. He just keeps going up and down the ladder. Go right around the building? Oh, you're saying I could have stayed outside, gone around the building? Okay, this guy. He's literally just going back and forth up and down the ladder. Look it's the sacred palm tree. The sacred palm tree of Leliana. This guy's literally just going, his health is still at half. He's literally just going up and down the stairs. He's confused. Grunt is precious. Can I disengage from this guy? Because, frankly, he's annoying me now. Oh, his health is eventually going down. Oh, for God's sakes. You need to just die so I can move on. Oops, I hit the... Oh, finally, he came out. Did you hear that scream? Ah! Okay, he's... The guy with the ladder is finally dead. Won't hurt the spirit palm. Eve. She is exactly what Rex needs. Alright, so I have to go through and kill all these guys, right? Don't really know what the engine does here, but... Oh! I'm about to die. And Dorian's about to die. Where's his health? If I back up enough, will only a couple of them follow me? Dorian, you can't. No, he doesn't. Dorian, see, this is where you need tactics. Stupid Dorian is a mage, and he keeps getting in the middle of everything, like he's a tank or something. Oh fuck, Dorian. Oops. Where's Dorian? I let my compatriot die like a moron. Where is he? I can't even find him. Oh, there he is. Poor Dorian. Get up, Dorian. Wakey, wakey. Thank you. Now, why don't you try staying out of the fight? You're a mage, not a tank. I guess this is why they have tactics. Where's this dude? I wonder if he's a commit because he constantly dies. Well, I'm sure it's why they have tactics. I mean, I probably could tell him to stay out, but I just never use the tactics. But I'm going to check his armor here in just a minute, because Andy made a good point about equipping them. I never really looked at their equipment. I just figured it was the same as what I had put on them at the end of Inquisition.
Why did those Kunari attack the Inquisition on sight?
Kunari never act.
I don't know what you're talking about,
A
Totes.
commander in the Qun must have given them.
Are you saying the entire Kunari nation wants us dead?
Well, at last the Inquisition and Tevinter have something in common.
Stop, Dorian. I hit the wrong button here, man. I'm just trying to see what you're wearing. Why is it... Okay, he's not armored up. I'm going to put him in... Well, he's wearing pretty decent armor. It says Solus because I originally made the armor for Solus, but of course I took it off Solus right before the game ended. Because I'm not going to waste some decent armor that I already made. But he's wearing... Yeah, it's not... You can't get over how handsome. He is very handsome. He's very handsome. The Mask of Valmont. I should make him wear the Mask of Valmont just because I hate to make him wear that. He would just die. I mean, look how awful. But it's the most, I'll make him wear this one. I don't think he's wearing it. Oh, he is. He is wearing it so you can see it. I'm pretty sure he is, actually. See, everybody is back in their stuff. Barrick has Bianca. Yep. And I think he's wearing armor. I think he's wearing his armor. 186. It's not that great. I should make him better armor. Cassandra definitely has her armor on. And I've got mine. Which I think is very nice looking elven armor. Templar Commander armor. I can turn the visible helmets off, yes. I turned them on just because I never have them on. Are they on right now? Yeah, I can turn them off. It is kind of a stupid looking helmet. Oh, let's see. Display, I think. I can't remember where the helmet thing is. Gameplay normal. Presence Agora pause. But where's the helmet thing? Display your helmet. Oh, hide helmet. I went right by it. There you go, Duchess, just for you. Hidden the helmet so you can get a full view of Cullen and Dorian and all of them. Right, full view. Look how handsome he is. I, on the other hand, am see-through. Another one of these fire things I have to get through if I want the goods. Is there anything up there, or is it not worth it? Probably isn't. Well, that might be worth it, actually. I adore Dorian. It does kind of suit him. He's, well, there's nothing here I want. Why would I want any of that? That's just... I love the murals. I will say I love the murals in this place, too. Now, shouldn't it occur to me that these are like the murals that Solus painted in my castle? It's Skyhold.
That's Fen Harel, removing Dalish Valasleen. Solus said they were used to mark slaves.
Solus removed mine. Doesn't that occur to you? Doesn't that occur to you? Fen Harel removing Valasleen, but it doesn't occur to me that he removed mine as well. Hello, Candirt. You caught me. You caught me live. You caught me. Oops, where's the other one? It fell off the wall. Oh, I'm in the middle of the lake now. Now I see where I am. It's like a shrine to Fen Harel. Oh, Cramines. I remember this, but I don't remember. The Dreadwolf keeps his gaze on the one light that illuminates the way forward. The one I didn't light? Oh, I only light the one. Oh, they all went out. I didn't notice that. Oh, you will have to post on Discord. Oh, sure. You don't want to hide his handsome face. He's so cute with my love balance. You guys are funny. All right, you guys, into the mysterious underground basement. Doesn't look ominous at all. The brand of Evanoris, this brand of Evanoris can be lifted from you, that all may know you oppose their cruelties. None here are slaves. All are under our protection. All may choose to fight. Why hasn't it occurred to her that Solus removed her Valasleen?
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Evanuris posing as gods.
Interesting word, Evanuris. If all it means is mage leader, well, they were basically magisters.
And all of our theories are coming to light now. Much more investigation and delving needs to be done into the Evanuris, who they were to the elves, and what they meant to them. So much... Oh, another dead canary. So much misinformation. They're going to be a major player in the next game. Far bigger, I think, than Solus. Oh, look, more Kunari I get to fight. Why are you, Kunari, here, darkening the halls of this elven sanctuary? How many of them are there? 3? It's a little bunk room. A moonstone. Oh, no, there's more than 3. Look at that. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of them. I'm going to be needing those health potions I just took. All right, Cassandra. Go kick ass. Dude. I jumped too soon. I was supposed to wait for Cassandra to get the first hit on him. Shock troopers. Okay, tell me what the anchor does. Holy fuck. I'm dying fast. Who just died? I'm not gonna be able to revive him. This is looking bad. Looking bad. I lost my... I knew that was going to happen. I don't think I can revive these people in time. I might die here. This might turn out bad for me. Okay, go fight your own people there for a minute while I revive my mage. Go do this instead. Oh, I hit the table. God damn it. Darn it. Dang it. How about if we do this? You guys come fight for me. I will go back and work on this big dude. Oh, this fight's not going well. Not going well, you guys. Not going well. It really should be like VA on steroids. I mean, it should require more tactics that I'm using. I'm out of just button mashing, essentially. Do I have any more? Oh, he's the last one. He's the last one, and I just confused him. Oh, you're gonna die now. Dude, there's no need to be so aggressive. My gosh. We're all friends here. I don't understand what the anchor does. I have to be honest. I haven't figured that out yet. Regardless, this big dude's gotta die. This dude's gotta get dead before I can figure out what else I'm doing here. Oh, I forgot to put barriers on anybody. That wasn't very smart. Okay, it's time to just it's time for you to take a sleepy sleep. Okay, there you go.
Let's look for anything that explains why the Kunari came here before we go.
Kunari orders, plan of attack. I've read your report. Station your people in the abandoned elven towers by the lake. It's a short distance from its entrance to the mirror that connects to Halam Shrial. We will need the space to lodge our people after infiltration is complete. And there's a map of the crossroads at the bottom with an arrow from the elven ruins Eluvian to the Eluvian that leads to the Winter Palace.
This letter says the Kunari came to these ruins because the Eluvians
Go back out the front of the building. Okay, Andy.
A staging ground for an invasion?
It was some sort of infiltration. There's no more details.
Ooh. Let's go listen to Cassandra.
It's been too long since we've traveled together. I missed it.
No.
Aw, you missed me.
I missed her whole thing.
I said I missed it. Ugh.
She missed our fighting together. She thinks I'm gorgeous, and she loves my pants, and she wants to know what the drop rate is. Note regarding the wolf statue. Remember, if you wish to move the statue, light the second sconce from left as you face the wolf's head. Use the blue-green flame and the blah, blah, blah. It's magic, but it won't harm you. Remember your duty to the coon. All right, you Kunari. Thank you. Nice recovery. It was a desperate recovery. Go back out the front of the building. So I don't want to go through this Eluvian, which I think I could go through. I want to go back out the other side. God, I love having a personal tour guide in this game and in Destiny, I have to say. I'm a very lucky girl. I'm a very lucky old mother. Oh, this way. Not yet. Oh, don't go through that one yet. That's what you're saying. Man, you are pro at this game. Pro, pro, pro. I love the spoilers. Okay, I already read this, right? Yeah, I already read it. Yep. I have to go back out this way, further out. I did another strike last night, Totes, after we were stopped playing Destiny, and it was a strike I'd never been in before. Go into a strike with a bunch of randos, and it was a strike I'd never seen before. All right, I'm taking Andy's word for it. I don't know where I'm going here. I'm more Hala. Hala. I don't think I have to go this way. I don't want to hurt the Hala. Okay, hold on. I'm getting messages here from... Sorry, you guys. That was just 1 second. Okay. Tell me, Andy, why did you drag me back out here again? Go closer to the water? Over... No, how do you know about this stuff? I'm beginning to worry about you. Closer to the water where? Turn around, you imbecile. Now go farther down around the building. So this way? Let me pick some flowers first, because Totes loves that. That's her favorite thing. Flower picking is Totes' favorite activity. I happen to know because she's in my streams a lot. Come on, girl, get up the hill. Use those thigh muscles. I'm going this way. Is this right? Near the water? Down near the water, but on this... God, you're demanding. So over here, but down near the water? Look for a Kunari body and a note. I'm looking for a Kunari body. Oh, look at that. Andy was right. Not that I ever doubted her. A note torn from a larger page. The paper is charred at the edges. Struck the tower, a great sizzling bolt out of the blue sky. Afterwards, spirits emerged from a statue of a wolf as if the lightning had awoken them, and they appeared to be looking for someone. The only word I understood was Fenharel. They didn't see me, but beware, for they attack any guards who... What? And apparently it was for him. Well, thank you. How did you find that? Because you've wandered around every square inch of this entire game. I've never found that body in every time I've ever been here, because I've never come down this far to the water. Look at all these poppies. Yep, Andy is doing a great job. I'm just completely teasing her. I love the little bits of orange. I sound like an old lady, but I do. I like the poppies. Okay, now can I go back in the building and go back to that Eluvian? Need to find some supplies pretty soon too, because I used a lot of health potions up in that little fight. Trying not to die too many times. Hello, Jambo. Had Girl Scout cookies for dessert. Oh. Every year, I didn't do it this year, but usually I buy like 9 boxes of the Thin Mints and stick them in my freezer. I try to make them last. I'm not very good at making them last, but I try. But this year I didn't, because I'm really trying to be healthier this year. So I have none. I'm assuming I can go back down to the hole, down the hole, right? They were Thin Mints. I'm sure of it. Thin Mints. Yes, Thin Mints. We do all need an Andy. Back down and down and down we go. Wow, look at that. I forgot the significance of that. Look at that. That's really funny. I forgot that was there. Oh, this is that same bunk room. Okay, this is where I fought those dudes. So I'm right back where I was. There's a little pizza oven. We can pause for lunch. I mean, I'm sure it's not a pizza oven given that there's tools and everything over here, but it's a pizza oven. A whole bunch of, I don't know what these are, but they look like they're for some kind of nefarious use, like blowing things up. Make sure you get everything in the side rooms here before you go. I got the note that was over here. I'm not taking that anvil with me because it's too heavy to carry. Ah, yes. The other side room I haven't been into yet. Oh, these bunks. I would not want to sleep on those bunks. A bloody note. A gore-spattered letter was written both Kunlat and the comment on 2 hours ago. An unknown intruder penetrated our defenses, masked and cloaked. A mage. Used magic to awaken the spirits and turn them against us. Intruder moved as if they knew this place. Fled after the spirits awoke. Dozens dead. Spirits kept attacking. Engagement is not recca.
A note about an unknown intruder coming through an Eluvian. They turned spirits against us, then fled.
It must be a mage. They killed any Kunari in the way and let the spirits do the rest.
Two parties then. The Kunari, and a mystery agent determined to stop them. Come on, we have to warn people about the Kunari's designs on the Winter Palace.
Yes, we do. All right, Andy. Can I go back through the Eluvian safely? It's all resting on you, Andy. It's all on your shoulders. Yeah, that's my second note. A new Girl Scout cookie called Adventurefuls. Yeah, I could. You're talking about Dorian. I could listen to his voice too for hours. I've never had Adventurefuls. All right, here we go. My health is half down still. Vine-covered tower. This playthrough feels like it's going faster than some of the Dragon Age stuff did. I mean, Dragon Age does start off kind of slow. Am I back where I was? Is that the same dead Kunar who was at the bottom of the stairs earlier? I think I'm back where I was. Doom upon all the world. The canticle of, I forget what it was, Thedas. Theodocracies.
One dead Kunari was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes
Hello,
no
Colin.
sense. The Kunari may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
They also have no reason to be here, or using Eluvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now, Your Holiness.
Cullen, please just call me Leliana.
Yes, Leliana.
I'd be like, I can't call you that. We've slept in the same bed. We've eaten out of the same tin of rations. I'm not calling you Your Holiness.
It appears the relative peace and quiet of the last 2 years is coming to an end.
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this.
Perfect. I'm happy. I mean, she has a right to have a life. I just want to make sure everything was cool for her.
That the Kunari do not disrupt the negotiations.
Get in line, Duchess.
In a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the noble's ruffled feathers.
Now that Solus has dumped me, I might have to use Cullen to soothe my wounds.
Insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks. Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
Be that as it may, the Kunari must be our top priority. We can worry about the politics later.
My apologies. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
We, Your Holiness?
You do, Josie?
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Kunari are doing and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
Oh my gosh. Indulgent brownie-inspired cookies with caramel-flavored cream and a hint of sea salt. Damn it, I didn't buy any Girl Scout cookies this year. I don't even remember what I'm supposed to be doing now. But the music is dire. Am I just supposed to run around? Is this like the end of a... I don't remember. Is this the end of a chapter? Oh, am I going back over here? Oh, yes. The music is amazing. God, Andy. We should do a joint stream sometime where I forced you to come onto the stream with me. You don't have to put your camera on if you don't want to, where you give like detail breakdowns. I can discuss the general lore of the world, like what the Kunari might be doing and the Tevinter Emporium and stuff like that, but the game details like that, I just don't remember. I'm very impressed with your ability to remember all this stuff. Okay, there's the Eluvian, which I would have... Do I want to go back in this right now? Yeah, but to say, I don't think I want to go back in this right now. I want to talk with everybody. Maybe I'll save that adventure for next time. I definitely need to stream more than once a week, although you guys, maybe, you know, everybody has their own lives. See, I think, hi Shireen, I think that would be cool because she knows so much about the actual details of the game. I know the lore of the stories, of the world decently well, but boy, Andy knows the game. It's impressive.
Inquisitor, did you need something?
I wanted your opinion of how Divine Victoria is working out. Leliana's tenure has been even more disastrous than I imagined.
That's my fault.
We'll talk another time.
Awkward. Awkward pause.
Inquisitor, did you need something?
How are things for the Circle of Magi?
If you call it the Circle while they're in earshot, you'll never hear the end of it, my dear. The College of Enchanters is a ridiculous mess, but it's still a useful institution for training mages.
Oh, Vivian, you're so salty. You're so salty. Can I straighten this picture? Because that's really going to bug me. Boy, Varric's dime store novels really get around. My dear, if you call them the Circle... Oh, I thought they were standing in the waterfall for a second. I was going to say, that's weird. Viv wanted the power of the position. I think Cassandra would have been best. I messed up in the game. I just kind of forgot that I had to angle that the right way. And then when I found out it was going to be Leliana and I had not softened her, she's pretty much hard ass. I don't think she's a very kind leader. I mean, I get it, I guess. I understand why she feels the way she does, but she's too... She's the Iron Fist without the velvet glove. Let's put it that way. I'm more of a believer. I've read all these, I think. I'm more of a believer in the Iron Fist inside the velvet glove. She's more just the Iron Fist. Shireen, you're trying to stream but having hardware software issues. Boy, I have no idea what you're referring to. I've got a good PC too. I mean, I've got a decent, robust PC, but if you get one little tiny thing wrong, it screws up everything, and it can take you forever to figure out which setting it is.
Of course not.
Oh, there's new stuff to find every time. I thought that note looked a little bit unfamiliar. It's a calming experience. Thank you. I'll try to keep my voice calm and meditative. Have you seen Ambassador Montillier trying to cool everyone's tempers after the Inquisitor ran out of the exalted council? The gall! God, it's... Don't you love the gossip? Because there really are people...
Victoria? Please don't. It would be nice to just be Leliana again for a few days.
As you command.
Most holy.
Tell me about your nugs. Did you get any new ones?
Oh, yes.
ASMR streamer.
Was born just a month ago.
I had that suggested to me one time, actually, because I've been told I have a calming voice. I just don't think I could do that seriously. I would end up using my best voice possible, most calming voice, but then I would say the most stupid things. A set of makeup brushes. Oh, is that what they do? So cool. What news have you heard?
Have your agents any news I should hear about?
Are you hoping for word on Solus? I'm sorry, Inquisitor. I'm afraid I have nothing. Just rumors of sightings.
I think there are a lot of people who are into that stuff, actually. I mean, it's not bad. I just think there are a lot of people who do listen to it.
It is tiring.
I have narrated books and stuff once or twice, but I don't know. It just seems... I'd like to be a little more interactive.
I think I miss the people more than the work. Josie, Cullen.
You don't like all the
I didn't
whispering and
notice how
stuff,
much I
Liz.
liked
I can't
having them near
imagine.
until they weren't. We're right, of course, but it's not the same.
Perhaps later, Leliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
I'll be right here in my big dress with all the big keychain things on the front of it. All right, you guys, we gotta go talk to everybody. Where's Cullen and the doggy? They're my favorite.
Was there something you needed?
Yes. Can't talk about it in public, but yes.
Do you remember the first time we came to the Winter Palace?
All too well. I've already answered a half-dozen questions about my personal life. The reason we're here is because we made a difference. That's
In a bad way, Banana?
Is there any news from Ferelden? How is your family?
My sister Mia keeps me informed. As I understand, she's training my nephew to best me at chess.
He got a nice voice.
I sense a threat to my commander's chess superiority. I'm sure the defeat will be distressing.
He's 4. You could at least pretend I'd throw the game.
Is there anything I should know?
We were permitted soldiers here, but our every move is watched. Some things never change.
Well, don't worry. I'm not an ASMR streamer, so won't happen very often.
Away from work, I mean.
Some, yes. Leliana has kept in contact, unofficially of course, but it's good to see her again. Arguing with her in person is far more satisfying.
I should go.
Inquisitor?
Inquisitor. See what's not to like. More bones for the doggy. Okay, I gotta find everybody else. I don't remember where they all are.
Quite the party, wasn't it? I hear it left the Orlesians and Ferelden.
The sound is terrible.
Andraste's herald, the Inquisitor, toasting a Tevinter Magister. Not a bad scandal to leave on.
Any thoughts about the Exalted Council?
A few.
I'm sorry, I can't hear him either. I think I have done it. I don't remember. I will do it for sure.
Could cause a delicious scandal. As for this whole Exalted Council business, well...
All I can hear is that damn fountain.
No one would thank you for saving the world.
I liked Alistair too, you guys. I mean, come on. Alistair's a cutie. And you'd be queen of Ferelden if you're with Alistair.
Whether they have the guts to take action, I suppose we'll see.
So, Liz and Duchess, do you guys also play Mass Effect? And if you do, who do you romance in Mass Effect? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I romance Caden. Everybody teases me because I like the handsome, loyal, dull boys, and those are the ones I like. They're handsome, they're loyal, they treat you well, you never have to worry about weirdness or bad behavior, and they're cute.
What did you do in Tevinter while you were away?
I went home twice.
Yep.
Father was only there once.
Garrus. Duchess, that's kind of a departure.
I also
That's
went
right,
to
you've told me that
Greece to
before.
see my good friend Mayveris.
You can
Then
have
I settled
Garrus.
some of Alexis'
I'll have
affairs.
Caden.
That wasn't fun.
I agree, Bradley. He's very underrated. But see, I love Garrus, but he's a friend. Garrus is like a little brother, a big brother. He's a friend. I just can't imagine sleeping with my close friend. He's a friend. Okay, I can't hear you well enough, Dorian, so too much water noise. Caden and Garrus are you too. I'll take Cullen, I'll take Cullen. And I'll take Alistair, Cullen, and Caden. You can have Garrus. Hey, why not play a wild because you know why, Totes? I understand your sarcasm, but I'll tell you why. Because when I was in my 20s, I didn't, and teenage and 20s, I didn't date the boy next doors. I broke up with the boys next door to go out with the assholes. I had quite enough of that. I'm not saying that they're assholes. I'm just saying I now have developed a very strong fondness for the good-looking, loyal boy next door type who treats you really well. Yeah, I've heard that before actually about Garrus, and that would be a lovely thing.
Rainier, Rainier, Rainier.
hurts, but you helped make it better. He can mend it now. It always had a soul. The question is the answer.
That leaves Liara. Oh, Fenris. I forgot about Fenris.
The spirits have fled, flying, fluttering, fast
All
to the
right,
farthest
cool.
fade. They're afraid of the veil tearing again.
I have to be honest with you. Cole is one person I would never in a million years romance, because after a while, all those sort of pronouncements, I would just want to hit him in the face. You can keep all of them as long as I get my sweet Tally. Tally is pretty fantastic, but I love seeing Tally with Garrus. It just I love seeing Tally with Garrus. Morrigan. Ah, hello, antagonistic. Morrigan. All right, Sarah, are you drunk yet?
Hello, and shh. I'm trying to figure out why everyone is acting so weird. I mean, besides because Canary assassins and everything. You see it, right? There's something going with the elf servants. Makes sense after that ruin, right?
When you start going on about elves, it's hard to tell if it's about them.
Or you.
Yes, you're ever so clever. Arse. Point is, the servants have no complaints. No asking for a Jenny. They serve this lot.
I'm with you.
Don't want them done for anything.
So, the nobles are nice, and the servants are happy.
Two things that have never been true. Mark that I said it. We're fighting Canary, but something else is on the up.
It is. She's not wrong. You know, honestly, I need to do playthrough and romance Liara. I never have romance Liara. Get ready to rumble, totes.
I suppose you've a lot to say about that elven ruin. About
Oh, I should have taken her with me.
They're not even demons, just big magey knobs punching down. And yes, the shits who use them to make me feel broken can still eat it. But always waiting for that fight is way too much work. It's like doing half the hurt for them. Maybe we're old now, but I'm tired of it. I'd rather worry about people I care about. Like you. Are you alright with it? The creators.
I'll make sense of it eventually.
Bye,
Good that
Shireen.
Someone's trying. Better that it's you, because you can do it.
Her romance doesn't bother me, but I think she's the canon. I mean, not the canon. I think she's kind of the default. Well, she is the default romance for Shep, and so I think that she kind of gets a bum rap. I mean, at the beginning, she's so naive and she's so young. She does become much stronger later, and she's definitely loyal.
We'll talk later.
Oh, one thing. I have a new Jenny near Wycombe. Says he saw when your clan... Well, I'm sorry that got lost while everything was happening. He says there could be survivors. A few. But they would have got away by being hard to find, so... He'll keep looking? For what it's worth, anyway. Not much, I suppose, but there you go.
Thank you, Sarah. There's always more stuff. Sarah's past and now things. Lost another book. Stop leaving them places. Below are journal entries by Sarah. Also several sketches of Skyhole with impeccable cross-hatching. Moving again. Less stuff, more things. People things. Iron Bull.
Wish I hadn't burned all my contacts with the Ben Hasrath. Be nice to have some idea what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but then you'd be on their side, Chief.
Yes, but I'd know things. I like knowing things.
The Chargers have been with the Inquisition for a while now. Is everyone still happy?
No complaints, Your Worship. The Inquisition's been good to us.
I never keep Ashley alive.
The Inquisition officially, but the Chief gets this
Because Caden.
look when we suggest it.
The loyalty is touching, Krem.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
Yeah, I've never kept Ashley alive. Not in one playthrough have I ever let Ashley survive. I agree with that, Shar. Actually, I 100% agree with that. Liara in game 1 is naive. She's not worldly. She's book smart, but not culturally smart, like socially smart. So I think she comes off as, you know, she's a little bit clumsy in some of the stuff that she does, but her devotion is unquestioned, that's for sure. I have never romanced her. I should do a playthrough with a femshep and romance Liara. That would be kind of interesting because I've only done femshep. Well, no, I've done male male shep playthroughs. Who did I romance though? Must have been I can't remember. I've only done it once, but I should do a femshep playthrough and romance Liara. That would be interesting. Oh, it's right there. Excuse me while I grab this bone right here.
Of course not.
More Hardin Hightown. Okay, I forgot where what's-his-face is. Cassandra's over here. I forget where Blackwall is. He's over here in one of these corners.
How did Varric, of all people, become the Viscount of Kirkwall? A mystery for the ages.
Actually, that's kind of an interesting take on it, Liz. You don't have to romance somebody in every game. The first time I played 2, I didn't romance anybody, and then the second time I played 2, I romanced Thane, who I love, and I'm sorry that he dies. I'll never do again. She calls the gift, but she does. I'm not defending her because I always let her die, but I will say that by 3, she does come around and she does kind of rethink her kind of somewhat racist views. He has such an attitude towards Shep and Timothy. I don't think it's a no-no, Totes. I think he feels betrayed. I mean, he finds out she's been alive for a couple years and didn't contact him. He doesn't have the context for that. And she's working for an organization that when he knew her 2 years earlier, she would never have worked for. And so he thinks that he's unsure whether she's betrayed everybody. He just doesn't know what's happening. And he only knows that she basically ghosted him. So I can see where he'd be like, what the hell? Where I fault him is he doesn't really give her a chance to explain it either. He just, you know. You wish you romanced Thane, but you were encouraged not to. I thought that was a really satisfying romance. Thane is a super, super interesting character. He has a very prescribed set of beliefs about what he does for a living. And he follows, I mean, I thought he was really interesting. The only sad thing, of course, is what happens to Thane at the end, that he's not, you know, you don't get to live happily ever after with Thane.
So what do you think of the Chantry?
Yeah, Thane is a good
Ask me
romance.
just to poke at me and see if I react, don't you? It is what it is.
I always try to see the good in people, Totes. Always.
Interesting, to say the least.
I don't think people should be loyal through anything, no matter what. People should be able to think for themselves and use some critical thinking. And Caden has information that he thinks changes things. He's wrong, but he does re-examine it and he does change his mind. He does realize that he was misinformed, not fully informed. And he's so cute. How can you not like that face? Okay, where's Blackwall? I know Blackwall's sitting around here somewhere, isn't he? He's back here somewhere. I guess I know I can look at my map. I thought he was on that bench right there. I don't need to modify my armor at the moment. I need to find Blackwall. Oh, I'm almost to him. I didn't go far enough. He's in the opposite corner. Blackwall in the last few years. An excerpt of a report bearing the steel of the Grey Wardens found among Inquisition files. Tom Rainier participated in a grand tourney. Former captain of the Eluvian army, known for murder and treason. Also known for impersonating Grey Warden. Warden Constable Blackwall Valchevant. Member of the Inquisition, played a role in the defeat of Corypheus. Status: recruited. Joining: survived. Assignment: Free Marches and Vimmark Mountains. Reporting to Warden Straudenmeyer. Straudenmeyer. Am I saying that right, Totes? Straudenmeyer. In ongoing investigation of Vinmark prison.
I've been meaning to ask. Solus hasn't come back.
He looks a little bit more handsome in this Trespasser version too, I have to say. Fear, he is a cutie. I have the whole Spotify playlist revolving around Dragon Age Mass Effect characters, pretty much the romance. So, I have the entire Dragon Age, all the music from Dragon Age on in my Spotify collection as well. I used to listen. I don't listen too much anymore, but I used to listen to him a lot. Look, he's actually handsomer in this now than he was earlier. He's less like, sort of disheveled looking. Well, I don't hope he's dead.
I've heard nothing. He's gone.
I'm sorry.
What do you think's going to happen at the Exalted Council?
Maker, I have no idea. Politics
Close enough.
always makes my head spin. The Inquisition shouldn't have to give in whenever some prissy noble gets their knickers wedged somewhere.
You got your knickers wedged somewhere. I'll have to remember that. Next time somebody accuses me of dilly-dallying around picking flowers, I'll say, have you got your knickers wedged somewhere?
What is it like, being a warden now?
Things are in upheaval. There have been heated arguments about the future.
It does. The music's fantastic.
I wouldn't be surprised if we tore ourselves apart.
It's nice to have everyone back in the same place again.
I have to admit I missed it. What does it mean when we need a huge diplomatic talk or the world ending just to bring us together? I got the chance to have a few drinks with Sarah. Miss that girl.
I bet he did not have drinks with Vivienne.
Talking to Cassandra, but the commander appears to have forgiven me. Finally.
Until later.
Take care.
Yeah, and he won't be having any drinks with Vivienne anytime soon either. All right, have I talked to everybody? Where the hell is Morgan? I can't remember I can't remember. So many things I cannot remember. It's very annoying. I love picking flowers randomly in games. You see? I know other people like that too, but I know people who aren't like that at all. All right, Josephine.
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any ear-ringing should go away in a day or two.
Okay. No, I don't want to climb down. I want to read this note. Cole, in the last few years, suggestion regarding the young man Cole was excellent. He displays an uncanny ability to locate missing people. When hostile forces held our agents and we were feared they would be killed if we approached, Cole was able to reach them without being detected. While he has been less useful overall at extracting intelligence, I have learned to trust his instincts about whether a target is trustworthy or malicious. Per your request, I've limited his assistance to rescue operations or attacks on clearly hostile forces. Whatever magic lives in the young man's mind, it would not be poorly served by the less pleasant necessities of our work. His remarks about my family, while not germane... Is that spelled right? I guess it is. While not germane to the mission at hand, were also greatly appreciated. Yours, Charter. Alrighty. Yeah, I have zero memory of Morgan in this game, but it doesn't seem... Does that seem right? I mean, she's such a popular character. Bye, Rocco. Have a fantastic evening, Rocco. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Liz. Viv will only drink with those who help her social life. Well, plus she despises Blackwall. Thank you, Rocco. Bye. Josephine, the last views. Commander Cullen has reviewed the soldiers I've written and received so many letters from their Legion count. Our birds practically blot out the sun. We are all prepared for this exalted council. We are as prepared as we'll ever be. I know this past year's been full of formal meetings. Goodness knows I've attended many myself, but this one will truly test the alliances and friendships we've worked so hard to build. If I may offer you advice, Inquisitor, it is this. Keep a ready smile and remember, we have their attention because we are to be reckoned with. Isn't that always the way? Isn't that... Is there 3 things on this table to read? Leliana in the last few years. Thank you so much for your kind inquiries. I'm doing very well, although I've been quite busy. Selecting new staff for my apartments at the Glen Cathedral has taken me so much longer than expected. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to borrow Scout Harding for a few weeks to help me find more nugs. I cannot possibly hire anyone to a permanent position without first observing them in a room full of baby nugs. And all the litters I have on hand are nearly full grown. In any case, I'll see you soon at Halam Shriel. Interesting. Buona notte. Buona notte. Am I saying that right? Buona notte. All right, this may be it for today since I'm not going to start a whole new adventure. Crumpled silk napkin. Well, that is an important addition to my inventory. Who have I not spoken to? I haven't spoken to Morrigan yet. I've spoken to Colin, Vivienne, Dorian. Oh, I haven't spoken to Varric. Have I? Perfect, says another non-Italian. Yeah. Varric's over here somewhere, isn't he? Leliana, Colin, Vivienne, Dorian. Varric is behind me. Oh, he's over by the fountain over here. That's right. He's got that dipshit marquee with him or whatever.
Everything going all right?
God damn it! The water is so loud. You can't hear what they're saying.
I'm surprised no one from the council.
Why isn't Morrigan in Trespasser? Why isn't she in Trespasser?
Asking me for spoilers for my next book.
I've heard that the Final Fantasy music is really good. I've heard actually that the story in Final Fantasy is like superlative if you can get past the early quests. Or maybe you get past the first game and it's the DLC, everything, you know, all the expansions. Maybe that's what's so good. Grazie. She left the Inquisition after Corey Pants was dead, but I'm surprised she's got to make an appearance in Dragon Age 4. You know she does.
Any word from Hawk?
This can't hear. If you don't position yourself perfectly, which I did not, in front of them, you can't hear anything.
Anyway, Weishaupt is apparently the special kind of mess that only appears when Hawk shows up. I'm not entirely sure how it'll all play out, but my money's on Hawk walking away from the Warden's fortress as it explodes.
We'll talk more another time.
I'll be here if you need me.
I'm going to friend you on Spotify, or follow, or whatever it is on Spotify. Okay, have I now spoken to everyone? I spoke to Varric. I spoke to Blackwall. I spoke to Cassandra. Spoke to Josephine. I spoke to the Iron Bull. Spoke to Sarah. Spoke to Cole. Varric. This, I am not going to do that right yet. Did I speak to Dorian? I think I spoke to Dorian first, didn't I? I did speak to Cole. Yeah, I'm going to turn the sound effect volume down next time I play because it's annoying me. I always turn the music down because I find the music to be too loud. Okay, I think I spoke to everyone. I definitely did speak to Cole Andy. It just says a bunch of blither blather that I get impatient with. Bunch of blither blather. I already straightened that picture. All right, I think I might be done for today because I'm not going back in the Eluvian this time. I'll make that next episode. There's a letter from Dorian by Charter. I don't remember where Charter is. You never played Trespasser. It's like the best expansion.
All's well, it seems.
I think I might be done for today. Here we are back by the palace entrance. I'm not going back in the Eluvian right now, so I think I might be good. So you guys, I'm thinking about doing another stream or another game. So I think it would be really fun. I don't remember where this goes. Am I about to start like a gigantic thing? Oh no, it's just a room. Are you guys going to play the Lost Ark or Elden Ring? I know we've talked about Elden Ring a little bit, but I read an article a couple days ago about it being not as hard. They were saying that it's going to be not as bad as Dark Souls because, for instance, they're going to have NPC spirit fighters that you can summon to fight with you, more save points. What else? Much greater use of stealth so that you can avoid fights that you can't win until later when you are stronger and you can win them. So I don't know. I'm kind of considering it. It's pretty expensive though, so I'm just kind of considering it. But I am also considering Lost Ark. I thought it looked kind of interesting. The bone. I was just curious what you guys think. Not necessarily about me playing those on stream, but just about whether you're going to be playing them. Yeah, see, that's my problem too, Liz. I want to play all the games, but I need to be a little smarter and be a little more tailored in what I'm doing. Divinity 2 Original Sin. I've never played that. I agree with that, Nika. Trespasser should have been part of the game. I agree with that. It's such a great expansion, but to me, it's necessary to the Dragon Age experience. I mean, you're not set up for Dragon Age 4 at all if you don't play Trespasser, because there's just such an information dump in this game in terms of, you know, all the story developments.
It's true.
I would see, that's what I'm kind of thinking too. I'll play Elden Ring if it's not as punishing. I've read several articles in the last couple of days about people who got to play, you know, preview and they have 20 hours in whatever. They are so hyped. I mean, every single one I've read has been like, I am so more hyped about this game than I've been about any game in the last 10 years. I mean, that's really, and it looks amazing. Yeah, I don't play a lot of isometric games. That's probably why I haven't played Divinity.
Make a smile upon you.
Divinity 2 Original Sin is so good. I've bought several other games I want to play. Divinity Sin. Yeah, I should look at my Steam library and see if I own that game. I don't know if I own that game or not. We've been in my Steam library before. I have a lot of games. I mean, not as a lot as a lot of people, but I might have Divinity. I might have it, actually. Why haven't I played it, though? I don't remember why. It's about 30 hours or so. That's about the length of a game I'd want to do on stream. That's about the outer length of it. I think for my purposes, I think it might be more fun to stream shorter games. It's going to be amazing, but I promise it will be as tough. It will be as tough. You just will have more tools in order to beat things, so in that respect, it will be less difficult. I agree with that. I think that's exactly what they were saying about it, is that they're not going to make, the game isn't less difficult. They just give you more tools that you can figure out. Having a toddler. You see, I couldn't have played games when my kids were little. I raised 4 kids. I couldn't have played games when they were little. Too busy. You get used to isometric. I played it when no single plays. I really haven't, like, I never played Diablo and those kind of games. The isometric ones are the top-down ones, right? Where you're kind of like bird's eye view. You've played Baldur's Gate 3 in early access and it's good. Oh, there's so many games. Lost Ark looks interesting to me. I know that it's a massively popular game in the Asian continents, but I wonder if it's too similar to Final Fantasy. I mean, it looks very similar to Final Fantasy, but I am kind of interested. I'm also interested this year in Atomic Heart, which I've talked about in videos before. That game looks so interesting to me, but it's all the dates for everything on that game are still TBD, so who knows when it's coming out. And then the other ones I'm interested in are Nightingale, which is another game I don't know when it's coming out, and Forspoken, which I think is coming out this year, but I don't remember the date. Are you playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland? I think Tote said she's not planning on playing Elden Ring, but I don't know.
Lady Montier fields the council on her own.
What is the
Oh.
Inquisition playing at?
See, I don't know whether that would be my experience or not, Totes. Forspoken looks interesting to me, and I like that they're having more female antagonists now. See, Andy, I'm a little bit Dark Souls crushed you. See, that's my concern too. I've played Dark Souls. I think Toads and I have talked about this once before. I think I played Dark Souls for like 30 minutes, or maybe it was Tranquil. I think I talked with this about, but I think I played it once. I played it for like a half an hour. I died like 15 times in a row, and it's just crushing because, you know, you lose everything, you start all over, yada yada. But I've heard that it's going to be easier. Not easier, but more tools in your arsenal to help you overcome the difficulty. I'm looking forward to Horizon, the new one, Forbidden West. I'm actually thinking about playing Horizon Forbidden again.
And what did they need? All's well, it seems.
The new expansion, though, yeah, it's only coming out on PS, and God only knows when it's going to come to PC. They haven't even announced a date for PC yet. Yeah. That's why I haven't bought it, Antagonistic. I wanted to pre-order Elden Ring, and I haven't. I mean, the game's about to come out, and I still haven't bought it because I just don't know if it's realistic for me to play it.
Just what we needed.
Let me switch over to Talking Head here really quick, because I'm going to go offline here in a few minutes, but I'm pretty much done playing this game for today, so. And we can chat for a few minutes. Mortal Shell. That's another game I've never played. You're supposed to play. The idea is to die and learn. Elden Ring will be the same, but just more tools so as not to feel so defeating. Well, you know what? Actually, that's the more important point, is it? To not feel so defeated. When I tried playing the Dark Souls games, it was early on after having only... I think I'd only played WoW at that point. And so there's a lot of mechanics I'd never heard of, like the parkouring and stuff. I'd never seen that stuff before. You don't do that stuff in WoW. The first time I tried to play a Lara Croft game, I found it so confusing. Like all the parkour, I just didn't understand what to do. And then you realize that, you know, when you don't grow up playing these games, the mechanics do not come naturally to you at all. I had to be shown so much stuff. Dark Souls is to my husband what Mass Effect is to me. A lot of people were really devoted to those games. I think the time PS exclusive will hit PC 1 year. Sony has realized there is a lot of money to be made from PC gamers. There absolutely is. I thought they had released the PC requirements, because I thought I had checked my computer against those requirements already. Yeah, I am going to wait, Fear. I think I'm not going to pre-order it because I'm afraid it'll be a waste of whatever it is, $60 for me. I'm afraid it'll be a waste. I love my nail polish. Black. Some are hard no matter how much you play. My hubby has played more than me, but more likely to finish a Dark Souls game. I think it's got its own audience, doesn't it? I'm not sure that it's my thing. I think I'll probably take Fear's advice and watch it on YouTube, watch some gameplay before I try it. If you like Greek mythology and Zelda, Immortal Phoenix Rising, I've heard of that game. I do like Greek mythology, actually, and I have heard of that game. I've never played any of the Zelda games, but I have heard of that game. I'm super interested to see how Elden... I mean, I know it's going to be all over YouTube, so there'll be lots of streamers to watch, lots of people playing it. I think it should be really interesting. Oh my God, I'm looking at myself. I really find that disconcerting. You know, I think I might have Phoenix. I really should open up my stream. My Steam game and see whether I own it, because I think I might. Let me just look over here really quick in my library. That sounds really familiar to me. Oh, I don't. Maybe it's not in, maybe it's not a Steam game. Do I have Divinity? I do have Divinity Original Sin. Why have I not played it? I've played it for 100 minutes. I don't even remember that. Why does that game sound so familiar to me? Immortals Phoenix Rising. Is it a Steam game? Let me go on the store in Steam and see if it's on the store. Oh, it's not on Steam. Where did I get it from? Oh, it's through Ubisoft. I bet I've got it. I bet I own it on Ubisoft. I'll have to look it up. It's embarrassing when you realize somebody's talking to you about a game and you realize, oh, I own that game. I don't remember my Ubisoft password, and I'm old, so I have it written down. I'll look it up really quick. So what games are you guys? Okay, yeah, Ubisoft. I'll look it up here in a few minutes. Is it single player only? Hang on, you guys. I'm looking it up. No, I'm not going to purchase Rainbow Six Extraction right now. Let's see. What's my password for Ubisoft? I kind of feel like I might have this. Oh my God, there's so many games on here. I just want to see my library. Thank you very much. Type your search. Nope, I don't own it. It must have been on my list of, oh, that looks kind of interesting though. Boy, that's got a very similar, that looks like WoW. That looks a lot like WoW. Yeah, I was going to ask what you're excited for. Yes, I was going to ask that, and then I interrupted myself. Hollow Knight. You're 29, you write all your passwords down. I have to, because they tell you to have a different password for everything. I used to have the same passwords for everything. They tell you to have a different password for everything. It's like, I can't do that. I mean, come on, I cannot remember those. I do have complicated passwords, but like I have a repeating pattern of the same, certain number of passwords. It's legit Breath of the Wild in Greek mythology. Why does this look so familiar to me? I feel like I've played this game. I mean, just the beginnings of it. Oh, I have played this. I think this is on Steam. I think I just didn't see it. Oh, well, I'm going to look when I'm off stream, so I'm not like completely sidetracked. Never mind your paraphilia, then I thought you were going to ask. I'm asking whatever you guys want to talk about. All right, let me close this out. I don't need this to be open right now. It's probably time for me to end the stream. I just wanted to get some feedback from you guys about things coming up. Shar talked to me. He didn't talk to me. He made a comment in the Discord about the game Control, which I own and have owned for a long time, but I've only played the very beginning. And I reinstalled it yesterday just because it got me curious about it. And I fiddled around just the beginning of the game last night, and God, it was so much fun, especially with the new graphics card. It looks so incredible. It almost made me want to play it on stream, because it was saying that it's a game that's only the main campaign is only about 11 hours. And that's kind of a decent length to me for a stream game. So I'm kind of thinking about doing maybe a playthrough of Control, both because it's the perfect length and I haven't actually played it, so I would be discovering the game along with you guys. Oh, Greedfall and okay, Greedfall I haven't finished it. Greedfall I have. Yeah, same thing, Toads. But I haven't finished it. And Steelfall I've never heard of. Greedfall is good for bar. Yeah, it did come off as lower budget. I agree with that. But I thought the story was pretty good, for at least what I saw of it. You're excited for Tiny Tina's. I think Tiny Tina's looks really interesting, but then I absolutely adore the that Fallout style of animation. I loved the game Prey because I absolutely love their animation, and the game Dishonored, which I've talked about before, because I love their animation. I tend to prefer that sort of style of animation over like the anime sort of style. That's just personal preference. I know anime is massive, and I'll play anime games. It just isn't my favorite animation style. Yes, I have interest in indie games. I just don't really know any. Steel Rising is made. Oh, it's made by Spires, not out till June. I'm going to look it up. I love getting suggestions for stuff like that. Death's Door looks fun. Oh, I think I saw Death's Door. Actually, I think I have it on a list someplace. I'm going to write it down, though, just so I can remind myself. But I'm pretty sure I saw that one. Oh, God, there's so many games. So many games. I'm going to grow old and die before I have a chance to play all these games. I have to live for like another 30 years. I'm going to be the 90-year-old lady in the big VR mask running around and, you know, I'll be a hot 20-year-old in-game. Keep an eye on Spiders or Games Keep Improving. I have heard of that studio. For sure. See, you guys keep giving me great lists of stuff to play. I'm kind of thinking about I was going to play Control just privately, but I'm kind of thinking about saving it now and doing it as a stream game. Yeah, and oh my God, the game looks really stunning. I mean, with ray tracing and stuff, the game looks stunning. Oh, here comes the cat. Ava. I don't know if you saw my cat come in. I have this little cat cam I put up. Oh wait, it's not on this screen. It's on this stream. That's a black screen because I've got no game running, but look, I have a little cat cam now. But she never came in while I was playing today, so I couldn't turn it on. I think she's sitting on. Look, I'll show you. You guys don't care about this, and Crystal's not here. Yeah. Well, now you can see her butt. Isn't that great? You can see my cat's butt. I think she's going to get in her. Now that I'm ending the stream. Nope, she's not going to get in her basket. What are you doing, Katie? Oh, well. That's Ava. I'll go back to the main camera, though, because she's not in her thing anyway. Well, on that note, I probably should say goodbye. Her name is Ava. I'm a dog person, always been a dog person. But we had to have our last dog put down in August. I mean, a couple weeks after my dad passed away. It was really a bummer. And we just haven't had the heart to get another dog yet. I'm not quite ready, but we have a cat, and she's actually she's a nice cat, but cats are so independent. There's no telling a cat to do anything. Anyway, I had a great time today, you guys. I felt like the chat was really fun. You guys are really fun to hang out with, and I hope you'll come back. Today's Wednesday? Maybe I'll do a stream. I might do a pop-up stream or whatever they call them, impromptu stream on Friday or maybe on Sunday. You guys might see me come online, but if not, and if you can't join that, then I'll be on stream again next Wednesday. Yeah, that's sad when you can't have a dog. Cat butt. That's right. Ava. Oh, she's looking at a bird on the next door's roof. So she's not going to pay any attention to me. That's the tail of a cat that's watching a bird on the roof next door. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. I'll definitely set a stream up for next Wednesday. I hope you guys had a fun time today. And I think I might start streaming Control as well, because I'm pretty into the idea of playing that game. So I'll figure out what day of the week works for you guys. If you have a day of the week that works best for you, I might be able to make it work out, but just go to the Discord in the general chat and let me know what day would work for you, and I'll see if I can work it out. Your daughter sees the tail and is now squealing. Oh, hello, JJ. Thanks for coming in. I'm sorry, I'm actually ending the stream now because I started it like 3.5 hours ago. But yeah, put the notification on. Go and join the Discord because that's where all the conversation's really happening, is in the Discord, okay? So thanks, Totes, for I saw that you kind of took over moderating stuff today, and I totally, totally appreciate that, Totes. Bye. Bye, you guys. Bye. Hello, Liz's baby.